Well, since we have already seen who is coming in 5.1, in this video let's take a look at who you can expect to see in the 5.2 banners. Before discussing the 5.2 banners, let's recap who will be in 5.1. According to the latest info, the first phase of 5.1 will feature Xilonen and Chiori, while Nahida and Hutao will be in the second phase. Let's first start with the new character. Data miners have been saying we will get a new 5-star character in 5.2, even before any Natlan trailers. You have already guessed that it's Chasca. She's said to be an anemo DPS character in Natlan, with her kit including absorbing elements and using the elements she absorbs. The elements she can absorb include Pyro, Electro, Hydro, and Cryo. There's no information about what this element-absorbing thing is, but if she can indeed use all the elements listed, then she will be the first character in the game to ever do such a thing. I like how Mihoyo is releasing a character who can switch elements, and then there is the Traveler. The Traveler can change elements in the story, but he can't in-game. Mihoyo has to do something about that for real. Another new character in 5.2 will be Auroron. He is Electro, as mentioned by the data miners earlier, and wields a bow. Unfortunately, there's no further information about his kit yet, so we'll have to wait for details. Oh, by the way, Chasca will be a 5-star character and Auroron will be a 4-star. Before we talk about the Archon who will appear in this patch, there is a character who the data miners say will appear in 5.2. You have probably guessed it, the character is Wanderer. I know Wanderer had a rerun in 4.6, and all of a sudden he will again appear in version 5.2. Well, the main reason why he is coming back in this version according to leakers is the event in 5.2 will be a Dragonspine event. There are a lot of characters who we will see in this event, but the one with a major plot role is Wanderer, so it's not a surprise if he appear in the banners. Now that we're clear with the characters mentioned by the leakers, the next candidates are based on speculation rather than leaks. Let's start with the Archon who will appear in this patch. In previous versions, such as versions 3.0 and 4.0, Zhongli was featured, while versions 3.1 and 4.1 featured Venti. However, this time, the Archon rerun started with Raiden Shogun in version 5.0, and 5.1 will feature Nahida. This breaks the pattern Mihoyo has been following for the past 2 regions. Raiden's rerun happened in the second phase, and Nahida's rerun will also happen in the second phase. So this means Mihoyo will follow this pattern for the Archon reruns. The Archon who has the highest chance of appearing in this version is Zhongli. Earlier we thought Zhongli would appear in 5.4 since the Lantern Rite event is going to be in that patch, but the data miners made a mistake and later corrected it. The Lantern Rite event will be in 5.3 and not in 5.4. Since version 5.3 is already going to introduce an Archon, there is no room left for a Zhongli banner. I was gonna say Venti would appear in 5.2, but then after hearing about the expansion of Mondstadt region, he won't appear anytime soon. So the Archon who has the highest chance is Zhongli. Before the release of an Archon, Mihoyo will always feature an OP character or a fan favorite in the version before. We have already seen it happen. Before Farina was released in 4.2, Mihoyo featured 3 OP characters in the version before. They do this because they want to drain the primogems we have been saving, so that we can spend money on the game when the Archon drops. Mihoyo will definitely do the same for Mavuika. In version 5.2, we will see an OP character, and the only character who comes to my mind is Arlecchino. Arlecchino has always been a fan favorite character, and I know lots of you are waiting for her rerun. Who are you going to wish for? Let me know in the comments. Oh, and do not forget to like and subscribe. Until next time.